Electrical hazard.
Introduction to electrical hazard. A dangerous condition such that contact or equipment failure can result in electric shock, which are flash burn, thermal burn, or blast. Electricity is the flow of negatively charged particles called electrons through electricity conductive material. Electron is a stable subatomic particle with a charge of negatively electricity found in all atoms and acting as the primary carrier of electricity in solid. Electron move through a wire from the negative end to the positive end. Safety precaution while using electricity. Never use equipment with fried cord, damaged insulation, or broken plugs. Second, avoid water all the time while working with electricity. Third, if you are working on any receptacle at your home, then always turn off the mains. Fourth, always use insulated tool while working. After that, always use appropriate insulated rubber gloves and Google while working on any branch circuit or any other electrical circuit. Last but not least, never try repairing energized equipment.
Why electrical hazard occurs? Most office environments are considered low risk in terms of electrical hazard, particularly when compared to other industries. While this may be true, it does not make the hazard any less significant. Most electricity related injuries are typically the result of poorly installed electrical equipment, faulty wiring, overloaded, the use of flexible leads and extension cables that are prone to damage, incorrect use of replacement fuses, using electrical equipment near to a water source or with a wet hand. The most common causes of electrical hazard in office environments are faulty equipment, unsafe installation, or misuse of equipment. Effects. The effects of electrical current through the human body vary according to the voltage, the time the current flows, the value of the current, the frequency of the network, the pathway of the current, and the ability of the person to react. The hazards of electrical shock are loss of motion control, respiratory arrest, pain, physical fatigue, ventricular fibrillation, cardiac arrest, and burns. Precautions. It is important to know a few steps to prevent electrical hazard. First, reduce voltage usage. A simple transformer are often centered taped to earth so that the maximum voltage between a live conductor and earth is limited to 55 volt. Second, ensure fuses are correctly fitted. Fuse is designed to blow and cut off the electricity when the current exceeds its rated capacity. It is important to ensure that the correct fuse is used for the correct appliance. Third, use earthed equipment. Earthed equipment are divided into two classes, Class 1 and Class 2. Class 1 equipment relies for its safety upon being connected to earth via the plug. If any live parts come in contact with the casing or earthed part of the equipment, the fuse will blow and the cut supply. Class 2 is a double insulated equipment that has the symbol indicating that the equipment is double insulated and therefore has no earth wire. Fourth, provide one or more residual current device (RCD). RCD are mandatory on all circuits supplying portable equipment and on other certain circuits where the hazard of electricity is exacerbated by the proximity of water. An RCD is a device which detects some, but not all, faults in the electrical system and rapidly switches off supply. Fifth, and the last one, is to carry out preventative maintenance. All electrical equipment and installations should be maintained to prevent danger. Ensure that people who are working with electricity are competent to do the job.
Cases involving electrical hazard. September 2019, Kuala Krai. Two men were found dead, believed to be electrocuted. Preliminary investigations revealed that they were believed to have died of electric shock at the complex, where they were believed to have been carrying out cleaning works. To prevent this from happening, we should always keep the appliance away from moisture and water. Water is extremely conductive and can lead to an electrical shock. An electrical appliance submerged in water can turn the water body hazardous and might lead to a short circuit. Fix extension cord problems. Never use extension cords that are damaged or fried. Remember to never overload the extension cords beyond its maximum amperage.
Next, we go for the next case, which causes 3 factory workers killed by a toppled machinery. This incident took place in Kundang Industrial Park, Rawang. Based on the initial information, around 11 in the morning, a machine in the factory exploded, then fell down and struck 3 men who were working near the machine that time. 2 Malaysian and 1 Bangladesh worker were killed in the incident. They were pronounced dead at the scene by the paramedic. As for this incident, one way to prevent is to carry out the preventative maintenance that's supposed to prevent safety hazards and equipment malfunctions. A facility that is well taken care of will be a much safer environment for staff, tenants, and visitors. Moreover, before they start using any machine, they need to ensure every static machine has been installed properly and stable, and also is safe to use for any work. This case has been handed over to the police for further action after the rescue operation ended.
The third case that involving electrical hazard is critically injured in explosion. This case was happened when the maintenance room of a component manufacturing plant in Shah Alam exploded, leading to a fire when the factory workers were believed to have been carrying out maintenance work. The consequence of the case, a factory worker was critically injured, suffered 75% burns on the body, and the 3 others sustained 50% burns. One of the prevention that can be done is make use of danger and caution tags. If there are any damaged or suspect socket, report them and use caution tags so that other employees don't use it. Any area with live wires or heavy-duty dangerous equipment should have danger tags around it. Furthermore, inspect and maintain equipment and facility. This should include an appropriate system of visual inspection and, where necessary, testing. By concentrating on a simple and inexpensive system of looking for visible signs of damage or faults, most of the electrical risk can be controlled.